There you are. Welcome back to the most mysterious TikToks on the internet today. For context, don't believe everything you hear or see on this video. It's strictly for entertainment purposes only. With that being said, hit that like and subscribe button and join one of the best communities on YouTube, and let's dive in.
Oh, he's twisting! Easy now, easy, whoa!
Christ, look at her
Don't
face!
jab it, man, settle, we're not going to hurt you here. Net's slipping, pull it in. Easy, girl, easy. Just breathe, all right? Breathe. Oh, he's twisting! Easy now, easy, whoa!
Is that a siren or a mermaid or AI? You decide. But you got to admit, these AI videos are getting better and better. Pretty soon it's going to be impossible to distinguish, is this a real incident that happened or was it AI? Insane multiple UFO sightings near Miami.
All right, no cap, folks. As you know, I'm a well-known journalist. You click on my link in profile to verify that, my huge YouTube channel. This is from this morning around 2:30 a.m. I was about 30 minutes north of Miami, about 1.8 miles from the coast. So it starts out as this weird orb. In person, I know it looks different on the camera. In person, it was about, I don't know, 3 times bigger than any star. And it had this weird glimmer and was changing colors. So I'm focused on that. And I don't even realize as something zips across the sky, you're about to see it. You're about to see a triangular craft, clear, silent, and we caught it in 4K over Fort Lauderdale, again, about 30 minutes north of Miami, just last night. And I'm not some weirdo. This is the real thing. So I filmed this from my 38th floor balcony, again at around 2:30 a.m., facing southeast. We have the exact coordinates for people who are interested. Again, no sound, no flight path lights, same coordinates, the same sky corridor. We matched it to 2 beachfront hotels for scale. So we've got this totally coordinated where it flew this morning. And we put it into Google's AI as well as GPT. And according to their analysis, this thing was going at least Mach 2 or 3. So above 2,000 miles an hour, more than 4 or 5 times faster than any commercial jet or private jet in the area. By the way, the flight paths don't show any activity in that area at 2:30 a.m. So again, you see this triangle swoop in at about 4 to 5 times the speed of any commercial jet. And there are no commercial jets typically running at 2:30 a.m. Not in this area. What is that, folks? All right, no cap, folks. As you know, I'm a well-known journalist.
Damn, that was crazy. That thing was flying through there. And you see it real good pop up here. That had to be a TR-3B.
Activity in that area at 2:30 a.m. So
He actually got one on camera. 3,000 years ago, they left us signs we still can't understand. Interesting. The mountains were cut like butter.
Steady. Easy. Up an inch. Load steady, approximately 700 kilos, give or take. Bronze thickness, meters deep. Wingspan, nearly 3 meters.
No, this isn't a movie. The sky in Utah, USA truly split open. After a deafening roar, the camera captured an extraordinary scene. a bizarre shape emerged in the empty blue sky. As if the sky itself had malfunctioned, it began to warp and spread, radiating flame-like patterns. These fiery streaks burned and twisted across the heavens as though a corner of the celestial canopy had been torn open, revealing some force straining to break through. But what was even more bizarre was that as it expanded to visible proportions, it actually began moving toward the sun. The entire sky seemed pulled by some invisible force. Experts attempted explanations. Aurora, high-altitude air currents, meteor fragments, yet none could account for that sensation of space being torn apart. Witnesses claimed it wasn't a cloud nor light, it resembled a door opening. A door to a place we've never understood. The question is, where does it lead and who is opening it?
Well, there's another update to 3i Atlas. But this time, what I'm going to share with you is very concerning. I'm about to discuss a lot about 3i Atlas in this video, but I need you to keep it in the back of your mind that a lot of statements that are coming out from astrophysicists and also scientists have not been confirmed by officials as of yet. So anything that you hear or see, please take it as entertainment purposes only. Well, apparently, Harvard physicist Abe Loeb told Dextrose that the UN must act now. The reason for his warning? He claims that 3i Atlas could be alien technology, and the fact that it's alien technology may have the capabilities of reaching Earth. And as he states, humans have no plans if aliens were to arrive. There have also been unconfirmed claims that 3i Atlas is allegedly supposed to arrive sometime in November. He's claiming it'll be here in December, sometime during the week of the 19th. There are also claims that 3i Atlas, when it arrives, will be much bigger than some have said or anticipated, and it will not enter Earth's orbit, rather just hover above it. Now, I don't know if you're buying into this or not, or whether this is real or not, but this, the way it's going, just sounds like it could be true. If you just stop for a minute and think about everything that they've been saying. If you think about it, I just did a video recently where they talked about human DNA, small traces of human DNA that were found on that meteorite. And like I say in all my videos, whatever they're talking about now or they're telling you about, they've already known about it. So I guess my question to you is, do you think that this is all a distraction from something else? Or is this something that we should be concerned with? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I think it's some type of distraction, 100%, or they're trying to prepare us by bombarding us with so many different aliens coming to see us. I mean, how can they find human DNA on a meteorite that's so far away? That's absolutely bonkers. What's hiding in Antarctica? The mysteries are undiscovered.
Antarctica on Google Earth, it feels like I'm staring into another world. Endless fields of ice hiding secrets that have been buried for thousands of years, and some of them are revealed only for a moment. At these exact coordinates, there's a massive shape trapped in the ice, and it looks strikingly similar to a ship. Its length is over 100 meters, and it almost seems like it has been frozen here for centuries. Some believe it's nothing more than a natural formation, carved by wind and ice, but others claim it looks far too much like a real vessel to be just a coincidence. The boldest theory? That this could be the wreck of a lost ship, maybe even an expedition that never found its way back. The truth? Still unknown. But one thing is certain, Antarctica continues to hide stories that humanity has never heard before.
That does look like a fragmented ship.
Y'all think this shit a game? 17 people already. Wait. You telling me Arizona was hit with 2 hurricanes? The name of these hurricanes was Priscilla and Raina. Y'all, Arizona just got hit with 2 months of rain. Loeb, Arizona is flooding right now. A desert, looking like a river. Nah, man, this not normal. Arizona, we supposed to got ahead of the game, bro. We done seen these other states get flooded, man. And I mean all the drain systems, the sewers, they supposed to been prepared, bro. Nah, y'all, you got houses flooding, you got cars under the water, you got niggas getting rescued by boats. They said all that rain happened in one day. Y'all not understanding, one of the driest places on the earth is getting flooded. We just was having heat waves. Oh man, this getting wild. This ain't normal. And I blame the motherfuckers Arizonis. Y'all wanted this. I was begging for this. Y'all kept playing. Y'all kept saying, oh, we thirsty. It's gonna dry up in 5 minutes. We used to this. This happened in 1860s. We'll be all right. These don't take shit serious. Look at this.
Bro, he's on a jet ski on the freeway. No way.
Do y'all see what I'm talking about? They don't take it serious. Meteorologists is telling all the people, y'all need to be prepared. And I'm not gonna lie, Arizona people, they so childish, they gonna start swimming in this shit. Just to prove a point. For all this dry shit. Y'all think this shit a game.
Arizona's really flooding? They said Arizona, Alaska, and Mexico? What's going on in Alaska? What's going on in Alaska?
Y'all think this shit a game.
Y'all, this flood that just took place in Mexico for the past couple of days is a lot more severe than the media is leading up. Matter of fact, the media is not even speaking up about this. I feel like this is another Hurricane Helene incident. Remember the incident that happened with Hurricane Helene in Asheville, North Carolina? This is literally another. Look at this, y'all. It's another incident. And once again, the media is silent. Do you guys know it's been 12,600 people that are unalived in this situation, and 32,000 people are missing? I bet you guys didn't know that. You guys didn't hear about that. Look at the destruction that this flood has caused all over Mexico. This is my goodness. And the crazy thing about it is there's a lot of destruction happening all over the planet, and the media is silent. The infrastructure of Mexico is completely ruined.
12,600 far, 32,400 missing in Mexico. The storms, the hurricane, the flooding, a lot of displaced families, a lot of people missing, 32,400, and confirmed 12,600.
There's a lot of cataclysms that's taking place around the planet that the media is completely silent on. It first started with Asheville, North Carolina, and it's a continuing thing. It's an ongoing thing. They're not speaking up about a lot of these things, but yet they want to talk about No King's Day and the government shutdown and all that. What about these lives lost? 12,000 people, yo? And then the fact of the matter is they still haven't confirmed how many people were confirmed dead in the North Carolina Asheville incident. I believe this is a new norm, y'all. I truly believe this is a new norm. I've been telling y'all the shift is here, man. This is crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Wow. Couples embrace while they are waiting to get rescued. If you ever need to know what love looks like, that's what love looks like. On some Titanic type stuff.
This is destruction left by intense rains in central and southeastern Mexico. I'm in the Mexican state of Hidalgo, one of the hardest hit in the country and also one with the highest number of missing people, according to Mexico's government. Here, the damage has been extensive. This house was completely destroyed. Women inside, while the family was left with nothing. And many people here in this community known as El Pantano now fears that new landslides coming from that cliff could bury their homes. Mexico's government has begun a census of affected residents. The toll could rise in the coming days as this tragedy unfolds.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even hear about this. Well, this took place October 13th?
This is how powerful the remnants of Typhoon Halong were when they hit western Alaska this weekend. Literally ripping up homes from their foundations and sending them floating away. At least one person was, 2 went missing, and hundreds have been displaced from their homes. The area most impacted by the storm was about 500 miles southwest of Anchorage, with the small villages of Kipnuk and Quigilingok the most impacted. And this wasn't just a bad storm that hit these areas. Officials say it was catastrophic. We are doing everything we can to continue to support that community, but it is as bad as you think, the state's emergency management division said. One woman in Kipnuk said that she saw about 20 homes floating away, including one that had water levels up to its roof line as it floated by. In Quigilingok, a preliminary assessment showed that every home was damaged. In that village, the only place with working power on Monday night was a school, but it had no working toilet, and about 400 people had to stay there for shelter. Clearly devastating doesn't even really begin to cover the impacts of this former typhoon. And according to the state's climate center, all of these impacts are pretty consistent with one thing, a warming climate. Warmer temperatures allow more water to evaporate into the atmosphere, where it builds and creates more intense bouts of precipitation. And warming air temperatures don't just increase the intensity of precipitation, but it also contributes to warming oceans, permafrost melting, and the loss of sea ice, all which are extremely vital to our Earth's climate. And all of that only amplifies the impacts of coastal flooding and erosion, like what we saw in the low-lying communities in western Alaska.
Lord, I just ask that you cover everyone during these hard times with all these different floodings across the world, that people are found, they're rescued, and you just watch over them. I say these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Everything. Yeah, during fall time we get floods pretty now and then, yes, and no, I wasn't that scared. Yeah, I got kind of freaked out in the beginning, but as soon as I seen it start going down, I got better. I was like, oh, we're going to be fine as long as it starts going down. Yeah, our house is okay. It just reached the bottom of our steps, or bottom of our house, I mean, in Kipnuk, Alaska. I'm at 1%, guys. I'm sorry, you know, a lot of houses floated away, a lot of houses. Later on, when I'm able to get onto the boardwalks, I'll go live again and I'll show you guys. Hopefully around 2 o'clock I'll be able to do that. I'm going to try to go charge my phone over at the school and I'll let you guys know. I want people to see this, man. This is pretty crazy how houses start freaking floating away everywhere. Power lines going down. Dude, we need some help over here. This is getting crazy. I'm just lucky our house is alright. A flood, a typhoon came around. And this is in Kipnuk, Alaska. Yes, National Guard is on their way. Yes, I know. Yes, we're by the ocean. Yeah, National Guard is on their way. Yes, sad to see, I know, man. Typhoon's like a hurricane, yes I know. There's about 60 to 80 mile an hour winds last night. Yes, thank you. Yes, we'll try to stay safe. We're in Kipnuk, Alaska. There should be another flood tonight. This is low tide right now. In an hour it's low tide. They said 11 to 12 is low tide, but this does not look like low tide. It's gonna come up higher later on. I want to show you guys something real quick. Hold on. Keep going. Sorry guys, I gotta show you guys something real quick. Shit, you can't really see out there. That's out there, Marie tipped over. It's what we call a Marie. From the flood. I wanted to show you guys that, but I can't really get to there. There's more outside. There's a behind our house, there's houses that floated away. Thank you for the gift, man. I'm at 1%. I don't know how long I'm gonna last. I'm gonna keep streaming until my phone dies. This is in Kipnuk, Alaska. Kipnuk, Alaska, west coast, west of Bethel. Yeah, hopefully everybody's okay. I think people are starting to wake up and go on boats, checking on people. Yeah, I don't know if everybody's okay. I've been home all night. I've seen people walking around and doing things though. Oh, hello from Canada. Hello from Seattle.
Dang. Just imagine the animals. The humans are going through that. Think about the animals. Man, that is some scary stuff. Even the cat knows something wrong. You see him just worried inside his home, knowing that this stuff is going to rise. As soon as that cat jumped on the couches, it's like, man.
I need everyone to stop generically wishing everyone a happy Indigenous Peoples Day today, because there are Indigenous people in America right now who are in crisis. The media and our government are not talking about it, so I need you to talk about this instead. Over this western coast of Alaska has been hit really hard with Typhoon Halong, which just came from Asia. They're getting hit with winds over 105 miles per hour, which is category 1 or 2 hurricane levels. You can literally see in this photo all of the remnants being flown around, and you can see that the homes are all flooded and underwater. And what many people outside of Alaska do not realize is this western coast of Alaska is mainly comprised of indigenous villages. Between the two towns of Kipnuk and Quigilingok, upwards of 30 people have gone missing. And I mean, we're talking about villages with barely 461 people. Combine that with a village with 488 people, which is less than 1,000 people combined, which means that 30 people missing is 3% of their population. And as you can see, the demographics from Quigilingok are 98% native, whereas Kipnuk is 99% native. Now, the governor of Alaska has deployed the Alaska National Guard, and they have begun to find missing people, upwards of about 18 to 20 so far. But the only people that I see talking about this right now are either the indigenous people who are affected or other people who live in Alaska. And again, today is Indigenous Peoples Day, so instead of telling other people Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, I need everyone else to be talking about this right now, because these people need our help. Unfortunately,
this was 3 days ago.
The government is shut down right now, but we need to be leaving voicemails urging our representatives and our local media to be talking about this immediately. So if you care about the indigenous peoples of this land, I need you to please please share this.
Alaska was just hit by a 100 miles per hour typhoon that pushed seawater half a mile inland. Typhoon Halong started as a tropical storm in the Pacific Ocean on October 4th, and within days it exploded into a Category 4 monster, packing 120 mile per hour winds. By October 10th, it had transformed into a massive extratropical cyclone, slamming straight into western Alaska with winds topping 100 miles per hour and waves taller than houses. In towns like Kipnuk, water levels rose 6.6 feet above normal high tide. At least one person, 2 others are missing, and over 1,500 people have been forced from their homes, many airlifted to safety from remote villages. The National Guard, Coast Guard, and state troopers have launched dozens of rescue missions, saving at least 51 people trapped by rising water. The governor of Alaska has already declared a state of disaster, as entire communities are now surviving in makeshift shelters where one school alone is housing over 400 evacuees.
Arizona. That should be self-explanatory.
What just happened in Arizona, y'all, is not normal. Arizona just got hit with 2 months of rain in a single day. Think about that, y'all. A desert turned into a river overnight. You got houses underwater. You got cars underwater. You got people being rescued on a boat. Like, what?
All right, let's get to this specimen. If you thought I didn't have another excellent specimen for you today, think again.
You've probably seen crystals with this bubbly shape before. Even though these examples are entirely different minerals, they've all formed with something called botryoidal habit. It all starts with the formation of a nuclei, which serves as the initial growth point for the structure. As minerals continue to deposit, they grow radially outwards from the nuclei in all directions. This radial growth is what creates the rounded spherical shapes. Multiple spheres can grow adjacent to each other, which eventually merge to form a cluster. You've probably seen crystals with this bubbly shape.
If I had to name the specimen, I would call it the forbidden fried egg. Look at how crazy some of these look. One looked like peas. That one's pretty creepy. Like some black goo got on top of a pink mineral. And then the other ones were the pea looking ones. There it is. They look just like peas. Then you got your blueberries, of course. That is absolutely crazy. That's all we have for today's video. If you made it this far, the code word today is flood. Go ahead and drop flood in the comments below. That lets me know you're a real one. You made it all the way through the video. You really rock with your boy. And I just want to say thank you for your support. I posted a banger over on Jet Ski Chuck. Be sure to go check out that 2-hour banger and don't miss out on any of the action. This was the most mysterious TikToks on the internet today. See you tomorrow.